Alright, hello and welcome back everyone. We're now at purple difficulty. So I farmed through green skulls just like I said at the end of the last video. Just repeating the same things. Obviously I upgrade a little bit, so I'd talk about that. One thing is we passed level 50. We don't get more, like it says 61, we don't have more than 50 talent points as you can see. Well, other than the 6 from the spirit tree, we get to it. I got some more fury and all that. For my build in particular, I want to get into this tree and get this thing here. So here's the thing. You're capped at 50 talent points, except with all these you get to exactly 60. But these are very expensive. So this is 1,000,000, this is 1,000,000, this is 500,000, these are 500,000. So it's going to cost like 4 million to round this out, 4 million breath, which we don't have yet. So for the time being, I would suggest just putting it in your main tree or your secondary tree. Just find whatever upgrades that already did the most damage or whatever, and just go with that. I added a bunch of crit here and here just to round this out. So now we have 97 crit. You might notice the skill is different. I'll get to that in a bit, but that just changed after the farm. We basically had the same setup. I bought all the things, I added 2 crits, and the crit damage, so crit rate, so that's where we get 30% of our crit from. Crit damage, right, because now we're scaling. So now that plus on the tree, we're getting almost 100% crit rate, and we have 422 crit damage, which is quite big. Furthermore, I'm not sure if I explained this. I think I explained this last game, but what I did is I automated this one. As an old fucker whose joints are gonna fall apart any second now, I didn't want to hold down 2 mouse buttons all the time, so I automated this. What this looks like is now, this is grayed out, as you can see, right? This is active, this is grayed out. If I turn on the dummy, things will just shoot. But wait, you say, why is it shooting away from the dummy? Well, it shoots towards my mouse cursor. So, this is what we're going to talk about today, because we're going to automate our farm now for a bit and then let it run in the background, and then we'll get back to it. And I'll explain all that. But basically, as long as I still kind of played with my slash skill and had to move around manually anyway, just automating this was fine, so I don't need to hold the button. In hindsight, it could have been even better to do the release on hit here, which means every time I hit something, the skill will be released. And if you look at the third line, it says the cooldown is added by 0.36 seconds, which means the skill gains a cooldown of 0.36 seconds. With automation, the cooldown, if you read the second line or the second paragraph, it's 0.8 seconds, so it's kind of slower. But wait, you say, maybe this didn't look like 0.8 seconds. This looked very like a lot of projectiles. Well, yes, because we have additional melee attacks from our tree. Whoops. Melee attack count, and we have like a chance to have more melee attacks somewhere. I don't remember where. Relics maybe? Nope. So basically it attacks once, but then it will release multiples. Even though it says projectile, it's still a melee attack apparently. It just doesn't say so because we're like shooting with our sword or whatever. But yeah, it would appear the way it works. Oh no, here it says increasing melee attack will increase the number of sword key fired. Okay, so it's not a melee attack, but because it's warrior tree, it specifically works with melee attack count. That's cool. I didn't even see that. Anyway, and still, this is our support thing. So we're gaining fury, we're gaining haste. All right, I remember. Where do we get our extra attack counts from? Here, once we have maximum stacks of haste. That's why at the beginning it's only 2, and then when the stacks go up to 4, oh look, now it's 3. Ha! Problem solved. Sorry about that. Anyway, now our purple difficulty, which is a bit tougher. So let me just show you what I mean with that, because I think I'm like at the point where I crash my. Oh yeah, also. But you see, oh look, we're not killing the elites super fast. They just fucking liberated us. So this is a problem. this is a bit of a problem. So there's two ways we can go about it. We definitely should up our resistances. That's one thing. And we might just need to farm in a lower difficulty. That's the other thing. Or we might just need more damage. Actually, all of the above. But, so we can definitely upgrade this one, right? Lightning, do we have another one? No, but we can upgrade it, right? The thing is, I'm actually not sure how much this does for us anymore at this point. Like, this would be something I'd like to test. So, hey, let's see. So we did this. This is like, so this is 3.6, 3.7. Why does it keep going up? This is confusing. I don't know why the damage keeps going up. That's not good. It makes it hard to figure out what our damage is, because the numbers stack so hard I can't even read them, which is not a problem. But let's say we swap this out for anything else. Let's say we do it to fire. We swap everything to fire. I think that was worse, right? 400k, oops. Okay, sorry, this is a bit awkward. 400k, yeah, okay, so this is still better. Yeah, this is still slightly better somehow. Okay. So point being, I guess I wouldn't swap this out, but I would upgrade this at very least. Also, the other thing about it is, oh, skip animation, please. Okay, the point is, we need to upgrade our gear. And the main way, well, first we need to get all purple and get all the good stuff purple. And then I want to automate, and then I want to farm till I have all the orange, because that's one just like the next thing to upgrade. And I just see I have an orange of these, so hey, let's just add that in. Do I have a purple of these? Yes, so let's add that in. Do we have that? No. Do we have Fury? No. Okay, cool. This is support, so it doesn't matter quite as much. But here, the main skill. What we also could probably do is just roll all the things. Like you see, most of them aren't rolled because I was too lazy. And also I see most of them are lightning, so I guess we can't really swap to fire. That being said, given that we did swap to fire and we had the same damage, even though we had a lot of lightning stuff, and that means probably fire is would be the better thing, but then we have to re-roll everything, which is fine, but yeah, it's work. So I guess I don't do that on stream because it's kind of boring. Well, I say stream, I mean video, whatever. Also, so we upgraded a bit of that, so we got stuff here. This helps us with our resistance. Eventually, these will be quite big. This will be 20, this will be 30, so that will cover a lot of our resistances. But not quite yet. Once this will unlock, we can do the boss stuff, but yeah, we don't really have that much. I mean, they're all level 0, we can already use them. However, yeah, they're gonna get better as time goes on. The other thing, the other very important thing is we can now hunt the abyss and get eyes. Beautiful eyes, of which we have nothing yet. They go in here, and they have, like, they would be here, and you can click on this book, and you can see all the abyss powers. So their eyes, they have up to 5 affixes on the red ones, and they cannot have the same affix twice, but it's like set collection, right? So for instance, you see here, one is like if you have one of those, but if you have it on 2 eyes, you get also the second bonus, and if you have 3, you also get the 3rd bonus. So it's like really cool. These are really, really powerful scalers, and you want them as soon as possible. The problem is at the moment, so well, first thing, in order to get Star of the Abyss, you need to farm, and we just died to the elites of purple. And then the lowest difficulty we can farm this is purple. And it gets more difficult as time goes on. So we need to get more powerful first, which means we need to upgrade our gear, which means we need to farm. Speaking of upgrading our gear, I took the liberty of changing. So one thing that is in almost all builds is the syringe for automation, because you don't want to click your flask all the time. So it says you cannot restore health and energy, but you always have the flask effect on. So you might think, damn, but our flask was our savior. Well, the problem is when you automate, you're not on the computer hitting Q when you're dying. So that doesn't matter. It also means you can use the minus flask duration plus 60 effect to kind of cancel out the minus 45 flask effect. Oh, but it's a space flask. So I guess it doesn't even cancel it out completely. And then, well, you can put stuff in here. At the moment I have damage reduction, and can't be frozen, which is a new affix. I'll get to that. And this effectively gives me that. Yeah, generally you have this on, else your flask does nothing if you automate. What else do we have? I have this for chill, and I have this. So persecution is one of those universally useful ones. The enemy takes 9% more damage for each elemental ailment it has. That means if we can get it shocked, chilled, and ignited, it will take 27% more damage. So how do we do that? Well, we use our support skill for that, for sure. So let's give it like one more. Ooh, it's expensive, but that's fine. So there is the elemental ailments. And now we have a chance, 50% to shock, chill, and ignite. However, in order to do that, right, so you see we have 50%, and shock is a bit higher because I guess we have a random affix that does it. However, here's the problem: unless we have fire, cold, and lightning damage, that doesn't do anything. So what we need to do is roll some flat damage on a slate that uses the thing. Now we just have to, okay, so if you click quality, so the E, yeah, so it will sort quality, but all the equipped ones will go first, and then all the locked ones will go later. I'll unlock these because I tested this and it doesn't actually do a whole lot of damage, unfortunately. So we need fire damage, and it's important that it's the flat one, cold damage, and lightning damage. And we just roll, yeah, because this is the support skill. It doesn't matter if it deals a lot of damage. Yeah, so we have lightning and cold on this one, so the next one just needs, we said lightning and cold, so the next one just needs fire. Oh, we got it. Okay, cool. Now you can see now it says on the first big box, releases to a sword key in one direction, blah, 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 dealing X normal, fire, cold, and lightning. And now this training dummy, when it gets hit, oh look, it's chilled, shocked, blah, 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 blah. Very good, very good. And when we hit, oh look, yeah, so our damage is going to go up. So let's see how much damage we actually deal. 700k, yeah, cool. So that's the persecution, very useful. I had this on for the chill. I guess now we don't need it anymore, and we should find a better one. Weak, that could be a thing. Yeah, so now I'm actually only looking at the orange ones, basically. Because, yeah, as I said, oh. Alright, so we have more chance to chill, and the enemy is also weak, which makes it deal a little bit less damage. So, but yeah, we want to upgrade everything to orange, and then we would want to roll, ideally. So I'm not even looking at purple ones at this point anymore, which might be a mistake, but whatever. The thing is, there might not be enough relics that actually really upgrade the damage. Like the fact that I still have limit principle, I kind of don't want to, because I want the third skill for support, but The third skill here is dash, so that doesn't deal any damage, so I can't really do more hit supports, etc, etc. So that's a bit awkward. Another thing we could do for support is actually freeze. We don't have freeze. Wow. Wait, is it not unlocked yet? Okay, let's see. Whoops. It's not unlocked yet. Wait, or it's not called freeze. What is it called then? Because it's not in the locked one. So there is one that just freezes enemies for a couple seconds. Oh, here. Frozen. Okay. Alright. Okay. So we don't have... Either way we don't have it, but let's just make one really quick. And really, I would just like to have that for... Okay, so this freezes for 1.6 seconds. At orange, it freezes for 2 seconds. And as I learned recently, you can stack those. So if you're having trouble, yeah, you can freeze enemies. But then they become immune to freeze for a while. So that's that. Yeah, so if it weren't for limit principle, where I only give the 40% more damage if I use all of one pathways, i.e. in this case warrior skills, then yeah, I would gladly change that. And it will get changed, but for now I think we still have to keep it. Also, new system. So that's in the beta, but it's called cognition, right? So this is where the extra levels go. So now every level up I get a cognition point. There's infinite levels now, and you have all these extra things to put it in. This is really good, but for very later on to perfect your gear. This gives extra stuff for your flasks, also very good. And this is kind of what I'm going to build this particular build around. This allows the shepherd to reroll things for rewards. Unfortunately, hunting grounds are way too good at this point, so we're never going to do rewards. The merchant, yeah, same thing. This little guy a little bit more efficiently, and here a little more efficiently collecting, but also don't really need it. And here you can unlock new core talents, but they're not like, as I first thought, a talent on top of the thing, but it's like parallel, right? So here you could unlock this. Instead of taking this, you could take another one. At the moment, I'm not very inspired about. They're all cool. Like this is like, for instance, I thought is really cool defensive, but if I have to swap out another thing, suddenly not very good. These look very good for one particular build, but not for anything else. And yeah, I'm sure someone can come up with cool things, but at the moment, yeah, I don't know what to do about it. So mainly Doctor for these flasks, because maximum resistances are really good. And this for later convenient farming, which we'll not talk about. But anyway, that all to say, we need to automate our skills. So first of all, automate this one. And also, as we've seen before, this thing is not hitting what we want. So actually, instead of frozen, I have to use lock. Or I'll spend the money to... You know what, I'll just spend the money to get it. Because we're gonna get the money back from the farming anyway. And I think the frozen might help us not die during the farming. And now it's all automated, right? So this is an AoE, so I don't have to worry about that. And the other thing, now it actually targets everything, because lock says support targets always nearest enemy within range. So hey, that's cool. So now what we can do is we can go to the hunting grounds, and I'll go one difficulty lower, because really the change in stuff, if you look on the right side, so we get 0.1% more orange, which is 10% more relatively speaking, and we get a bit more monster experience, and we get a bit more scent, and we get quite a few more drops, but ultimately that doesn't help us when we're dead. I also found the super elite thing, so now we're getting more super elites, and we have 2 double elites, and we have elite harvest, and we have that thing. So yeah, it's gonna be really good. I don't know what's better. I don't understand the increased drop probability thing, honestly. Oh, no, I get it. Yeah, the number of drop diamonds. Okay, so that's not a multiplier. So, sorry. So now we should just be able to farm this thing. Oh, one thing I forgot, actually. I want a smaller arena if I can. So this is blueprint large square. I don't want that, but I'll buy it so it's out of the thing. And we can upgrade with a random thing. Do we get a reroll? No, not yet. I guess we'll have to do one set before we get a new. But basically, yeah, now I'm just standing here, not moving, not touching anything. And my AoE is not quite big enough for that to really work. And for some reason, I still get sound effects occasionally. Okay, my AoE is almost big enough for this to work. And yeah, as you can see, this time we did kill the elites. Medium rectangle, still not it. Do we already have it by chance? No, right? Large square, medium rectangle. No, so I guess medium square is still the best. So I'll just do one set and look if I find the arena until I find the arena. And I guess since I'm doing the video, I'll manually show it. But basically you get an arena that's like smaller size, and then my AoE would hit everything. And then I would just leave it running in the background for like 30 minutes. Oh yeah, but so these are the elites that could be scary, right? But now they don't deal quite enough damage to really damage me. I guess my fire res is also the highest, so hey, there's that. Come on, small arena. No small arena. Okay. Wait, isn't there a reroll? Okay, actually, so unlock refresh. Okay. Oh, so if we had, can we undo this? Okay, so you cannot unspend these. That's good to know. Makes sense though. Yeah, so we'd need a bunch more levels to get the auto refresh. So you can like just click to refresh. But yeah, ultimately once you have the small arena or whatever arena works for you, you don't really want to spend points in the merchant. Wingblade. That is a good one. That is a very good one. Actually, I'm gonna add this here after I upgrade it. Okay, so Wingblade is like one of those items that, because we're playing with haste, whoops. Turns out to just be quite good damage normally, because our haste gives movement speed. And then, yeah, Wingblade gives movement speed, and it's just generic damage. So yeah, pretty good. Also, as you maybe, we also dropped a bunch of, okay, let's see, do these guys still kill us? No, we just barely survive it. That's good. Because these were the guys that killed us on the higher difficulty, so knowing that we survived them on this difficulty is actually quite important. Still no map, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. But basically that's it, right? So now we have an automated build once you have the smaller map. I mean, actually, wait. Actually, we could even just use the third skill. Right. And dash around, maybe. So what we could do is maybe just unlock this, give it a bunch of things. Add this here, so now we're not losing the limit principal bonus. We also use automate, use lock, and does it even... I was thinking, does it even deal damage? I don't think so, no, it doesn't deal damage. But at least will jump around to enemies. So somehow it will not jump to the nearest enemies. Oh, it will just jump in whatever direction I'm basically looking. It is the direction I last moved at. Oh, okay, well that seems like a bug. That seems like a bug, and that means this is unusable. Yeah, okay. Well, we tried. Back to farming for... Okay, small circle. Hey, that's something. Oh, super elite. Oh, prolonged battle. Okay. Anyway, just to show. So now we have a small circle. Now we should hit everything in that circle. Yes. As soon as we get up our 4 stack, yeah. So now we can just let this farm for as long as we need to get our items. But it shouldn't take too long. I would say like maybe an hour, half an hour. Ooh. Okay, this guy's scary, but I look at our health and it never really dropped much. What I could do in theory is get a bunch more of this, but it doesn't seem like we need to. But so now since we're in farming mode, what we definitely should do is make sure we have at least some good rates. But this is good, right? So we want super elites because they drop like 5 times more items than regular elites and are 5 times harder to kill. But that's where we get a lot of items, so that's why I have this on. Elite harvest to get more items from the elites, double elite to get more elites, right? And all of the slates will have either drop count from elite or, oh, this one needs rolling, or progress. So, okay. This doesn't have progress. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll progress. Here, locking this. Because now we have the mats to actually do it. Oh, wait. But I want the progress one. But give me the other one. Okay. Yeah. So at least we have 2 purple on everything, which should make farming faster. And also you see, right, like we're already back at 30k, like so we're getting a little bit of breath from monsters, not that much, but you know, not bad either. But then when we salvage the items, oh look, it's like 10, 20,000. And now we can just let this run in the background as we watch like some podcasts or do something else. And then I would check like every 10 minutes if I'm dead or not. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, sorry for the long rambling. This all to say, yeah, we now automated our farm. That's the next step because we need better gear so we can farm the abyss eyes. And then in the next video, I'll farm the abyss eyes once I have better gear. But that's pretty much what you want to do. Optimize your farm as much as you can. In fact, I should probably optimize it even further. And actually, I mean, I have some money. I should roll the course. Oh, I just dropped this. This is amazing. Okay. Even better. Yeah. But basically, spend all your mats that you currently have to make sure you can farm even better. Oh, and if you have yellows, you probably want drop quality. You definitely want that. Okay, actually, let me just explain that. So drop quality, the lowest you can roll is purple. So you want to roll that first. So now we have 4 chances to roll this thing that can only roll purple. This is gonna take a lot of mats because it's very rare. I say that and I just got it in like 30, but whatever. So we're still wanting progress, and we want elite drop, and we want super elite rate. Yeah, elite monster super rate. So we're not gonna get all 4 of them, but we're gonna just roll till we get at least 3 of them. And now we can start, because now we have an actual legendary, we can roll up to legendary. So instead of this is gonna be expensive. Okay, so what just happened there is I rolled over this one. You might think, oh, you want to keep this, but this can only be legendary or well, purple superior. I guess it can be orange or purple. So this is going to be very easy to get as a legendary, or a lot easier than this one. So I want to roll to get this one first. Yeah. And then lock this and then get this. Cool. And now we have like a fairly good slate. This is already perfectly rolled. So I'm just going to roll the bottom one to 23 is fine. This is also good, but we're not killing fast enough for this to matter. Yeah, these are all fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna roll this until I'm out of purple mats, and we're out of purple mats. Okay, this is probably a mistake. Be that as it may. Okay, we have an upgrade, and now we farm. And maybe we come back in 10-20 minutes and roll the other cores until we're broke again, but that's pretty much it. Now we farm. And maybe I'll just show one cycle. Yeah, see, it's quite a lot of stuff. So we get some orange stuff, we get some purple stuff that gets salvaged. And yeah, that's kind of it. Make sure you have the right salvage on. Okay, so I just realized the reason I still see purple stuff is because we're still picking it up. At this point, don't pick up anything except legendary. That's important. We pick up everything automatically, but then just salvage everything that's below purple. Well, yeah, which is probably also the reason why we didn't have enough of those, because we could just salvage all of these and now reroll. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do that off stream because it's boring to watch me and watch me roll stuff. So, but anyway, automate, farm, come back later. See you in the next